All right, this is a video on aquarium, pond, turtle tank setup, the basics on what you want to have before you get a turtle. These are just the basics, and I'll go through why these are the basics and extra things you could add to the tank to give your turtle a better quality of life. First, you need a aquarium or a container. So rule of thumb is for every inch of turtle you want 10 gallons of water. So for a 5-inch turtle, this is perfect. This is a 50-gallon livestock tank. This would be good for one 5-inch turtle. I got several little babies in there, as you can see them swimming. That's the new one that just came in. So you want a container with sufficient space for your turtle. Say you get a 1-inch turtle, I would go ahead and get at least half the size tank. So for example, say if your turtle gets 8 inches, I would at least get a 4-inch 40-gallon breeder tank. Those are some of the best starter tanks. A 40-gallon breeder tank is, I have one over there, is what I had my turtles in for a long time. It's wider and it's got plenty of space, and it gives you a few years to save for a bigger tank. The second thing you want is adequate filtration. So you want a container, and then you want to get filtration to filter the water. Now you want to, before you put water, or when you put water in the tank, before you put your turtles, you want to condition the water. There's turtle conditioner, and it tells you how much to put, but you want sufficient filtration. I have 3 filters, 1, 2, 3. This is a 50-gallon livestock tank. This is 50 gallons of filtration, 50 and 50. So I have 3 times the amount. You at least, bare minimum, want double filtration. So that's the second thing, a container and filtration. Number 3, this container is outside, so it's not a huge big deal. You can see the sun's hitting it. It gets plenty of sunlight, but you want a UVA, which I have a little turtle in there, a little side neck. There's 2 lights, a UVA and UVB, one for supposedly natural sunlight and one to give off heat. You want 2 different lights, one for heat and one for sunlight. So you want a container, double filtration, a area, lights, and number 4 is you want a basking area. So the basking area, you want completely submerged out the water. You want to have it to where the turtle can climb up on some. You want to have it to where the turtle can get up out the water and completely dry. I'm not a big fan of the floating docks, just because they get wet. They don't keep adequate, they don't allow your turtle to get dry, especially if you have several turtles in there and if they all get up on there. And you want to have several different spots, but you want to have a spot to where your turtle can get up that stays dry, that does not get wet, and this rock is perfect. I actually, I had just the cinder block in there, but it was getting a little wet, but I put an overflow, so I went ahead and added a rock on top, so they can get up on the cinder block and climb right up on top. They're always basking up there. So container, filtration. If the container is inside, you want a heat, UVA and UVB light, and you want a area to bask. So those are the basics. Extra things you can add are floating, things that float. So I cut a little tree stump in half, just something extra that they can climb on. It's a couple floating sticks they can grab onto as they're swimming. And some other extra things is a circulation pump. Now the tank being outside, it does get warm during the day, so that circulation pump helps kind of keep the water a little cooler. Circulation pump. Also some plants. I'm not a fan of fake plants. They're fine, I've used them before, but if you can, especially if you have a container outside, you definitely want to get you some, you can get some lilies, duckweed, and this is lucky bamboo. So yeah, so the basics: a container, adequate space, filtration, at least bare minimum double, UVA, UVB over there, as you could see. That turtle was kind of acting a little funny, so I separated it, but he's doing fine now. Also, if you have the turtle container tank inside, you want to get a heater. Most turtles, I want to say, is between the water temperature is between 72 and 78, 76 degrees. As long as it doesn't get below 70, you should be fine, especially for babies. This turtle container stays pretty warm, around 72 degrees. So, yeah. But I hope that helps.